Thank you, Acting Deputy President. Now, obviously, I thank Senator Hanson for raising this urgency motion, which I obviously wholeheartedly support. Now, the Albanese Labor government have truly, and I do mean truly, lost the confidence of the Australian people, lost the confidence of those in this chamber that have a brain between their ears. Now, Charles Dickens, he summed up the Albanese government perfectly when he said it was the worst of times, it was the age of foolishness, it was the season of darkness, it was the winter of despair. That's what he said. Or, as the front page headline of yesterday's West Australian newspaper declared, everything is effed. And that's a quote that was on the newspaper. Now, the headline was crude, I'll admit that, but the fact that the editor even believed that he could get away with it in the first place, it tells you one thing, where public sentiment is at right now with this government. Now, if there has been a more chaotic government in this country's history, well, Mr Kevin Rudd would love to hear about it. If there has been a more economically clueless government in this country's history, well, Gough Whitlam, he's all ears. This Albanese government, or as the Chinese have taken to calling it, the handsome boy administration, makes Whitlam look like a fiscal conservative, and he makes Rudd look like a strategic genius. That's what it does. Heck, this government is so bad that people are even nostalgic about the Gillard government. Those were the days, the Gillard government. Now, this government, what they do? This government, they promised lower electricity prices. What did we get? We got higher prices. They promised cheaper mortgages. What did we get? 18 months and 12 rate rises. That's what we got. And thousands of Australians becoming homeless every single month. This government, they promised us that they had a plan to do what? Oh, we've got a plan to lower the cost of living. OK. What do we get? Grocery prices that require people to sell their firstborn child to pay the bill at the checkout. This government promised higher wages.
Senator Babet, please resume your seat. Senator Bilyk.
I'm actually really offended. Point of order. I'm very offended by the fact that you're talking about people selling their firstborn children. I'm very offended by that. I take very personal, deep offence to
Senator
that comment,
Bilyk.
and I would like it withdrawn at
Senator
once.
Bilyk, thank you. You've made your point of order. Senator Bilyk. Senator Babet, it would assist the chamber if you would withdraw that comment.
I don't think I will withdraw that, because the Senate is a place for robust debate, and that's what is happening right now, robust debate.
Senator Babet, I'm advised by the clerk I've asked you to withdraw, therefore you are required to withdraw.
No, I will not withdraw.
Please resume your seat.
On the rules.
Senator Babet, I'm advised by the clerk that as I've requested that you withdraw, you need to withdraw, otherwise it's open to me to withdraw the call from you.
What I'd like to hear, President, is an explanation as to why—
Senator Babet, this is not
all right,
a
fine.
point for debate.
I'm happy to withdraw. I want to move on. Thank you, Acting Deputy President. Can I continue?
You have the call.
Thank you. Now, this government, what they do, they promise higher wages. What do we get? The biggest income decline in the developed world. That's what we got. The largest fall in living standards of any advanced economy over the past year. This government's promised it would fix the housing crisis. They promised. What do we get? Record immigration numbers. More and more people coming into this country, and we can't even put a roof over the heads of the people that are already here. That's what they've actually done. This government promised the Royal Commission. Where's the Royal Commission? What do we get? Where's the Royal Commission into the pandemic response? We got a whitewashed COVID inquiry with no teeth, designed to cover up the failings of this political class. who wouldn't even support my inquiry into excess mortality. This government promised no new taxes on your hard-earned super. What do we get? What do we get? A doubling of the concessional tax rate on some superannuation accounts and the taxing of unrealised gains. This government, they promised us that they would bring the country together, bring Australians together. What did we get? We got a socially divisive referendum that attempted to divide us by race. That cost hundreds of millions of dollars. That's what we got. This government promised a kinder, gentler, more respectful tone. What did we get? What did we get? We got ministers, Labor ministers, defaming the leader of the opposition as a pedophile protector. That's what we got. And a Prime Minister who dismisses those with questions as nothing but chicken littles. That's what we got. Now, I'm almost out of time. I haven't even touched on the energy crisis, the infrastructure crisis, the multiple foreign affairs bungles, the hopeless state of our defence forces, the epic unsustainability of the NDIS, the war on small business, our woke educational system, the legislated theft of wages from casual employees. This Labor government, what is it? It is a ship without a rudder at sea, in one of the most turbulent times in modern history. To be blunt, this government is a disaster. That's what it is. It is a disaster. I and many other Australians, we have no confidence in this government's ability to do anything apart from make it worse.
Senator Bilyk.
Acting Deputy President, can I say in the 15 years I've been in this place, I have not seen what is alleged to be debate reduced to such a low base as I've just seen. And I'm absolutely disgusted that there was even a debate with the Acting Deputy President over whether that comment was going to be withdrawn or not.
It's my kind of party, the United Australia Party. So sound the starting gun. You know we've just been